So guys, me and Maddie reacted to the international trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So that went up for a little bit, and then some of you quite politely reminded us that it was the wrong one, which maybe accounts for how confused I was in watching it. So this is the new trailer, the second trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is the follow-up to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, is it? I can't remember what the first one was called. We loved the first one. We absolutely loved it. We loved the style of animation. We loved the acting. We loved the characters. We just loved the look, the feel. The cut of its jib, it just had a really nice feel to it. It felt street smart, whip smart. It broke rules. It opened up new possibilities with animation. It had a sort of graffiti-esque feel to it. It had an authentic off the comic page, as we were saying about the other trailer, feel to it. It had those sort of dots when there were explosions. It felt almost sometimes quite abstract. It felt very artistic. It felt incredibly creative and vibrant. It felt vibrant within a sort of landscape of even Pixar. I don't know about you, I've begun to become very sort of familiar and not surprised by what you see in an animated feature. That said, 3 or 4 years ago, was it that the first one came out? Things have moved on. There's lots of kind of stuff on streaming channels and platforms that has, you know, sort of quite inventive forms of editing and animation and all that kind of stuff. So perhaps it's less of a standout now, but the characters are strong. It did a good job, as Maddie was saying earlier with the wrong trailer, of making coherent quite a difficult thing to get one's head around, which is the multiverse. Spider-Man Homecoming had that sort of aspect with the 3 key Spider-Men coming back. The first film of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, that had, a number of different Spider-Men. I think it had Noir, it had the Porky, was it, the little pig, Gwen, Spider-Gwen. And that was enough for me. But I did get a sense from the international trailer that perhaps there might be a lot more in this one. So sometimes I struggle to keep up with who's who. Not who's who, but I struggle to keep up with who are we meant to be identifying with most. And obviously in this, it's Miles Morales. But then sometimes you're asked to sort of leap out from his kind of narrative into other people's narratives. And then we end up in this sort of amorphous mass of a weird land with just lines and colour. Anyway, I'm jumping the gun. Apparently this trailer is very different, and this is the official new trailer.
My name is Miles Morales. I'm Brooklyn's one and only Spider-Man. And things are going great.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to be here at 5.
All right, whatever.
Whatever?
Wow.
Whatever?
So are you like a cow or a Dalmatian?
I am the Spot.
It's not funny. Don't do that.
Miles's grades are pretty good. A in AP Physics.
That's my little man.
And a B in Spanish.
What?
Ooh, okay.
Miles.
Are you trying
Mira,
to
eso es imposible.
I gotta go. All right, bye.
He's lying to you. And I think you know it.
Miles! Wanna get out of here?
Oh, when? So wait a minute. There's an elite crew with all the best spider people in it?
Who's the new guy?
This is unbelievable.
This is the lobby.
Miguel O'Hara.
The whole thing was his idea.
What's a guy gotta do to join this spider team?
You can never be part of this.
Don't even get me started on Doctor Strange and the little nerd back on Earth 1999.
Come on, go easy on the kid. He had a terrible teacher.
Peter!
Miles!
You have a baby?
I have a baby.
I'll take it from here. Miles, being Spider-Man is a sacrifice. You have a choice between saving one person and saving every world.
Send me home.
I can't do that.
I can do both! Spider-Man always...
Not always.
What about Uncle Ben?
If not for Uncle Ben, most of us wouldn't be here.
Can't stop me now! You can't run forever, kid!
I can't lose one more friend.
That isn't what we talked about!
You do?
You have no idea what you're doing!
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
All stations, stop Spider-Man!
You? Me?
And then I looked at my uncle and...
Let me guess. He died?
Okay, okay, not massively different to the international trailer, but a much more kind of coherent start to it. So it kind of, yeah, reminds us of his character, reminds us of his family, reminds us that he's a young teenager in the real world. I like the fact that, you know, obviously, like in the last trailer, he kind of goes into this world of many, many, many different Spider-Men. There's a reference, which I missed the first time there, to Doctor Strange. Wasn't a fan of Doctor Strange, found it very confusing. I mean, you know, this whole multiverse thing lends itself very well to this kind of highly sort of primary coloured, digital kind of feedback, breakdown, abstract kind of animation. But it's still, for me, am I missing something? I mean, he's got to rescue someone. There's a baddie Spider-Man in there somewhere. He's got to make a terrible choice between rescuing one person or rescuing everyone. I don't know. You know, as I say, I like the character. I like the characterization. I love like with Spider-Man, the original movies, I like it when you're in his normal life and you're seeing him kind of trying to assimilate his skills and his kind of superpowers into what he does on a daily basis. So I loved all the school stuff. I loved him being cheeky with his mum, you know, with his family and all that kind of stuff. As soon as we get into the world, yeah, Peter Parker, fun. I like the baby in a sort of, you know, in a, what are they called, in a sort of harness. Super Gwen's there, girlfriend, love interest, all that kind of malarkey. So yeah, I mean, we're going to see it. As Maddie says, we're going to see it. But is it an age thing? I just find the multiverse thing is sometimes a bit of a weak narrative device. Why can't we just lean on a more conventional narrative? I think that's what I'm feeling, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm still going to see it. It looks sensational, and I love Miles Morales.